Welcome back, ball baggerinos. It's me, your boy, Penis, here with another slamming hit. I won't be able to stream on Wednesday night because I'll be traveling. Hey, bring my PlayStation with me. You just bring it up there and you try and plug it into the TV at the shitty hotel. It's just like, it just doesn't work. Welcome back.
Suspense uncovers evidence. Foreshadows danger.
$30 dog GameCube, that's pretty good. Das ist ein Molzerbalkon. Du, 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 du. Right. So, fortunately, we've been blessed. Well, we weren't blessed. I did a stream yesterday, and it was like, most of it got cut out. I was on there, and I was like... Yeah, he did like the first 2 hours of it, so I don't know what was going on Kick. I think it just repeated my video for like 4 hours. Which is always a fun day. However, the model was complete. As you can see, it is over there. It works. It's all good. So a big round of applause for me. Oh, excuse me. So... So I guess it'd be kind of nice to complete this, wouldn't it? But it's not the easiest thing, and maybe it is an easy game. I'm just really shit. That's the problem. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's actually coming to the end of January. It couldn't come any sooner, could it? Just try and move into the spring. And then once we do that, it'll get nice and hot. We can enjoy the sun again. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Remember the sun? Remember when it like isn't dark like this time? No, nor do I. Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, sorry, man. Oh. So yeah, so there's like now, yeah, there's gonna be like 4 hours where it's just unknown footage of what I was saying. I feel like I did get quite in depth with some stuff. But that'll be for the secret fans if anyone was actually there. Oh, she's done another video, so I'm like really behind now. Oh my god, it's 7 minutes. I mean, I can't not do this. Like, I have to... The slop keeps going. I'm gonna have to try and churn these out more. I need to like, actually focus on this. But that's fine. This is... I actually keep laughing at these. These are all good. Alright, I'm gonna have to just be like...
It's definitely a good thing to be positive, so I'll take that, Kaylin. Although I would say, positivity doesn't equal femininity, really. It just doesn't make any bloody sense, does it? The last tip?
I don't know. I think it does. Because I think it's like supposed to be... That's the whole point. Is this what Kay doesn't get? It's just... she's meant to have the best life ever in the sense that she's meant to be protected. And then the whole point being is like she's not meant to take the burden of the trauma. She's meant to be nice and protected at home with the kiddies, and her whole point is, yeah, she's meant to be like that ray of light. So when the husband comes back and he's been chewed out by his like Indian boss, you're there and you're meant to be like nice and happy, and you make him cheer him up when he comes home, and you lift this, and you make it so he looks forward to you when he looks forward to when he comes back. That's the whole thing that you don't like. You've got some kind of weird issue with because you don't want to like I don't know. You don't want to be subordinate to a man. You just don't want to do that. You just can't. Even though like the man you'll be subordinate to is the best type of man. Okay, it's the best top of the cream of the crop. It's not a black man. He's not. He isn't the best. He might have like physical attributes, which fine. If you want to go there, that's fine. Let's even do that. But in the grand scheme of life, that is not going to help out because we don't really base a lot of society kind of around that. I mean, sure, you can argue like, yeah, he could be like a fucking builder or something, but I'm talking about like he's not gonna. What you're trading out is like the intelligence, and that's just the thing. That's the biggest thing that they're trying to dilute. They don't care about. Well, they do. They're just trying to remove. It's just a white renewal, isn't it? They're just trying to like replace white people. So they want you to. They want you to like. They've taken black people basically, and then they've just done they spent billions and billions and billions of dollars and put them in all these movies and all these games, all these TV shows to make them out to be these cool people. And then you've got like the famous guys at the top, and you do obviously think, oh wow, they're good. But then actually you don't, because you just sort of notice that like, well, you do have kind of a few like black people who are like just. I don't know, but I just feel like a lot of them, there's always like this undercurrent of degeneracy around them in terms of like rappers, for example. They're like not known to be very good people, but for some reason they're just allowed to be famous and rich. And the only reason is because other black people are just buying into them tribally. It's like I saw a video of I Show Speed, and he was in Ghana, and there was like someone posted, and they were just like, why is everybody like begging him? Thinking he owes him money. And I said it's because it's like that thing. I think I did say it in like, yesterday's podcast because I was watching a little bit of it back. I said it's because it's like the thing where if a black person normally would be in Africa and you'd like attack. Do you see what I mean? It's very tribal. And this is like, again, it's like, for example, if I go on X and I like take the mick out of like I Show Speech, I'll guarantee if I took the mick out of a white person, no one would really care too much. But if you take the piss out of a black person, another black person will defend you because they'll see it as it's like an attack on him. He will see his brothers in danger, and it's like the tribal thing. Because tribally, that's what he would do. He'd be in Africa, and he'd have his like pitchfork and his spear, so his like shield and spear, and he'd like look, and he'd see like the white guy like me, and he would just in his brain he knows like I'm bad, I'm not, I don't look like him, but he'd like, look at like a black guy, and he knows he's like his friend. And that's literally how it is. It's like if I Show Speed probably like got dropped off in North Sentinel Island. He'd probably get treated a little bit differently than I would. I probably would just get killed immediately and eaten. I Show Speed he might not. They might just see that he's like black, and then they'll give him some like special treatment or something. But they might still kill him just because he's like an outside. But I just think they might not necessarily like go running up to a pitcher like their spears, and because that's it. Because that's what they do. It's like white people didn't really do that so much. We worked out more in like as a society in a bigger sort of civilization, but I don't think black people can do that. And that's what I mean. It's because their brains are too narrow-minded. Because their brain has just been evolved to not need to think about larger things. They don't need to worry about like planning and stuff. Like for winter, having to save up and repair stuff, maintain stuff. Because they don't do that. They live in an equatorial country where it should be more bountiful. As in, like, it's not even necessarily bountiful, but the animals there, for example, if they're like hunting, because they'd still be. Some of them would still be tribal gatherers who'd just be going around with fucking. They wake up in the morning. They don't have an alarm clock. They will just literally wake up to the sound of the sun coming up or whatever. And they don't have time. They don't really understand what time is. Everything's just based off like what the sun's doing. They don't really know like what time it is. They'll just like whatever time they finish and come decide to come back for eating. That's just when they'll come back. That's why like I'm not even kidding. So like so many black people just got really terrible timekeeping because you think like. But I think the true thing we need to understand is it's probably just exhausting for them because they just don't want that. The truth is they probably do just want to be like sat back in like Africa, just like in a fucking. And you think like that sounds really racist input, but it's not because they would really like it, and that's like it doesn't matter how evolved it is. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to sound like I think the easiest way to explain it is a bit like in Tarzan. I think that's literally the Tarzan is an allegory for this. It's about white British people coming to. I think it is somewhere in Africa. Although I don't know where there's a jungle in Africa. I don't know actually. I'm sure they explain where it is, but Madagascar, I don't know. Anyway, Tarzan was just, I suppose, meant to just be an allegory for black people. I think in the book it's just more directly referred like that, but it is. It's just about an allegory. If you just take a man out of the jungle and you put him in a suit, he won't acclimatize. He doesn't just turn it. Magic soil doesn't happen. And that's what happens in Tarzan. He like meets them, he falls in love with Jane, and he's told, "Oh, if you want to come back, you're gonna have to like try and uh, fit in." And he just can't do it. He's just like there's that scene where he's just like dressed up in like a suit and he's trying to walk upright. He can't do it. He just as soon as he like rips his clothes off, so he's like back in his loincloth and he's like in the jungle eating bugs and stuff. He loves it, and that's exactly what we need to think about. That it's just don't need to be like nasty about it, and that's the thing. We don't. I just think in general, they probably will have. They might not have like the better, what do you call it? Like the better quality stuff, but they don't need it. You see what they're like. They're happy. They're just there, and they got like the steel drums out, and this is the thing. Maybe you're just like thinking, but like that's their job. That's like their perk. It's like they just want to live and be happy and not have to deal with troubles and shit. And maybe that's what they would just want to do. But they can only do it if they all go back. If any black people just here, they just don't like it. They just think they just don't feel like they're the host race, which is true. But I mean, this is just why you got to look at it from both ways instead of just being angry about immigration, just saying like, oh, it's all X and Y's fault, because you can understand why they would try and leave. You just got to also think like, oh, well, maybe there's some people who don't have a choice. Like if you're an anchor baby, like my friend, well, he's not my friend anymore, but I used to have like a friend who was like Indian, and I would think he probably would be like, I, s- I think he's first, second generation, because, but the problem was like he lived with his like grandma, so I think his grandma and granddad moved here and had his parents in England, and then he was born. So I guess he is second generation. But I would say he was very westernized. Because I never, ever even inferred any of the old racial, like, I mean, that's why I say, like, because he would probably not be my friend now, but he might even probably be, like, devil's advocate and just sort of not, he might just accept that there are, like, a type of Indian person. I think there are some Indians like that where they've kind of, they do accept that, and it's the same with the black people as well. There's a couple of black people where it's like they've just accepted that there are unfortunately like um just some black people who are just ruining for the rest of them, really. So it's this stuff, isn't it? So what's that do? Well, that sounds really good, doesn't it? So that's Such a shame, eh? Damage recovery. Is there anything else that's like speed? That's really good. I should try and go for that one, really. I don't think so. I think I've got the morph speed. Fine. Fine.
I'm sure it's going to be a bloody banger. Live in sync with the sea. Yeah.
But again, so do you know what I mean? But then again, I mean, she's got 48,000 video views. I guess that's not as bad. But I don't really know what makes money anymore. I don't really know. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Yeah, look how fast I go. Standard missile. Very good.
In the fall, you drink a hot chocolate, and in the summer, you wear booty shorts. Yeah, brilliant. AKA dress appropriately for the seasons. Oh, right, yeah, that one. That's
Lost
probably how it's
Kingdom.
feminine.
That's like that game. That's like that game. My boss was like, well, it's not my boss anymore, it's weird. But anyway, he was just messaging me. He was just like talking about games. He was like, oh, have you played Kingdom Come too? And I was just sort of like, oh, I just told him the truth. I said, oh, I don't like fantasy games. I know it's really bad, but any game I play is always going to be modern, or it's a very autistic thing, I think. I just can't do it. I don't like fantasy. I don't know. I just don't. My gran was like that, actually. My gran was, I don't know. I just couldn't do it. It's not that I even get bored. Or maybe it is. It's just like with Lord of the Rings, for example. I just could not be bothered to like learn any of the lore. And I don't have any qualms with people who did, because I did with Star Wars, but yeah, it was just I just didn't have it. I just don't have that affinity for it. It's the same with cowboy games. I don't like Red Dead Redemption. Part of me does really want to play it because the gore is really fucking good. I just like, maybe I should just suck it up and just do it, because you could probably just buy it really cheap. But just part of it's I just fucking hate cowboys. I'm sorry, I don't like them.
Okay, listen, I feel bad, alright? I guess a middle of the way disclaimer, not that it matters, right?
Wait, what am I doing here?
For a limited time only, pay no joining fee at Pure Gym. Join today and get that feel-good flowing. But no shade to these girls specifically. They're probably lovely and
Probably lovely.
essentially talking like I do, alright?
Yeah, it's all about the money. Ain't about the money. It's about to make the world dance. It's all about the cha-ching. Ain't about the bubbling. That's basically She's the definition of that song. Drink my piss. Drink my piss. Drink my piss. Drink my piss. Lick my balls. Oh, good. What? Oh. Ooh, lick my nut. No? I love calm. Come on. Come on, hello, buddy. Don't let me down.
Something like this online.
A lot of things I do every day to stay my feminine energy and feel more peaceful.
She's so angry about all this. She's like receiving.
You can't make.
Oh my god. I think that's the most I've ever seen Katie laugh. Dang. Oh, this is lick it. Just fuck that castle. Tent. Ah! Come on. Missed. Missile wrist. You idiot. Oh, good. Great. Down. Why can't I kill it? Why won't you redeem? Why won't you redeem?
Ah!
Why won't you redeem?
Very softly, guys, gently. Wake up and you go, ah. You hear the, oh no, that's
Why
not real.
won't you?
No, that's not real. I was going to say, you know, with snow
All
wakes
the
up
way
all
from the
chirping
beginning.
all delicately. That I wake up, right, and I slam my alarm down like that, and I'm like, oh, hate the mornings. And I roll over and I bury my head in the pillow, and then the alarm goes off 5 minutes later, and I launch my phone across the room. It says a lot.
Yeah, she probably wakes up at like, I don't know, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. She's got no kids. She's got no school run to do, nothing. All she has to do. She's got to like, wake up. You got to make your breakfast, watch some kids shows, probably. Watch like SpongeBob SquarePants or whatever it is you watch. And just that's it. Just don't worry about it, kids. That's just not what you need to do. You don't need to do that. You just want to like let Indians and black people do that. Your role's just to like live, just have like, just do whatever you want. Don't worry like what everyone else is doing. Like all the blokes who like have to go out and they want to like give you the best life possible. Okay, like don't worry about them. You just want to like live and just spit in their face and just like go behind their back and tell them how much you hate them, and just love like immigrants and black people who again have like should really have no right to be here, but they just do for some reason. And you just side with them because they'll give you validation because they just sympathy because this is for immigrants. They just sympathy like white women. But people like me, we won't because we've got more integrity. But you've been tricked to believe it. Like a black man with like a brain head that looks like a coconut. It's like the smartest person you've ever met. I'm sorry you think coconut head is going to be like the smartest. It's just not going to be the case, is it? How? Like, where's the brain? Where's the brain go? You're just being stupid to yourself. Like, what were you possibly thinking? You just believe what an Indian man said, because, well, he's going to lie to you. So you like sticky poo. Mom? Take that, you little born ass. Music's like really mysterious. Mom?
No, doesn't it?
Yeah, Kate's got no kids. She just wakes up and she's just like, oh great, gotta wake up, do nothing.
Very heavy awakening every morning.
Heavy awakening.
So
What?
she's got a point, all right. I'll bear that one in mind. Next time, I'm gonna wake up with ease. I'm gonna wake up like I'm gonna smile instantly. How creepy that would be. Imagine you lie next to your partner and you watch them wake up and they just wake up and they're like softly waking up. Oh, how delightful! My alarm's gone off. So divine. I love the sound. And I bet she's got that alarm that's like do 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 do.
I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear this. But I do know the alarm she's referring to. I just didn't want to have to hear her do her pitchy singing to it. I don't know. It's probably nothing. It's just it caused me to have a bit of a reaction. I just wanted to stop it. Just cause I was like, It's like, you know when Moist Pegasus does he did one this morning. I watched it because it was just too funny. It was just something about he's still going on about fucking Hassan. It's just talking about him being a paedophile. And do you know what I mean? Again, how I just mentioned, why does he keep going on about it? We know you've told us you're not, so why do you have to keep repeating you're not? It seems very strange. Are you actually hiding anything? Because this is just why we don't believe. I just don't believe anyone, because I just know people can. I just know if people can lie, they will. Why wouldn't you lie if you could? That's just what I say. There will be people who won't lie, but why would you if you could? Oh, sorry, why wouldn't you if you could? Yeah, exactly. There's no real good reason. If you can use it to get ahead, you would do it. I just don't see why you wouldn't. Damn, that was close. Yeah, this fucking tower is this, isn't it? What are you doing? Crazy. There's so many of them there. These planes are just too damn good, dude. I hate this bullshit. This is actual bullshit. Right. There you go. Okay. Alright. Right. Oh, okay. Oh, he is using his flares, so I guess fair enough. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, I just can't outmaneuver these guys. more speed. Ridiculous. Oh, Jesus. For fuck's sake, I saw it coming towards me as well. I can't believe it.
It's like, because that one's negative, that one's manly. Right, I've got a manly alarm. Mine's the one that's like, oh no, another manly alarm actually would be the one that's like, that's quite good. You'll know what I mean. You gotta get a little dainty goal.
I don't know what she's talking about. This is just like women and gay people at comedy, isn't it? This is just what they find funny. It's just not funny. Yeah, they already are.
Alarm, which would be, let's see, what's a dainty? Oh, story time. Clever search makes it easy to find just what you want. That's the power of Love Holidays. The power of Love Holidays is just one click away. Or sprinkles. Can imagine waking up dainty to that. And then we've got manly alarm. Or sprinkles.
The dancing is just so good.
We've got manly alarms, which I'm gonna go with this. Giving manly. This is giving manly. Or yes, the robot. I got it. See, that's a manly one. Anyway, do continue.
I like to make sure that I am just, starting my day off.
I mean, I don't. Well, do I get a point? Not really, but she's a woman, so like you're not really meant to. That's basically what you just learn. It's just like they're just here for like the fuck of it, really. Uh-huh. Okay, fine. Mm-hmm. Alright, just fucking concentrate.
Bring me peace. The first thing I do when I get out of bed is staying away from my phone. I love
Good advice.
to pray and make sure I
For
set my
women.
day off correctly. Most of the time, I will maybe journal if I have time.
That's the difference. It's different for women. It's not for men. Men just don't get the same attention as women. If anything, for men, it's just hospitable. We need it. We need it to like tire. We need it to like get to look. Men need to do it to like learn who their enemies are. You need to do it. You need to find out that it's not a game. These people hate you, man. When you like look at social media and you just go, I think just social media is really nasty because everyone seems to hate me. It's not everyone. It depends on who your race is. But if you're black or if you're white, it's just gonna be loads of foreign people hating you, brown and black people, because they can't do it in real life. So they'll use the amenity of the internet to do it. Although they probably would say it to you in real life, but it's just they just know they could just say it on here as well. It's just, there's no consequence. Like, what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. Even if you say it's racist, they'll just like say, no, it's not. He's black. You can't be racist. Your family did slavery. I'm like, no, it didn't. But I'm white, so it's what I represent. Because remember, they would have been told by like a Jewish person that like I probably stole loads of their gems. It's like their favorite thing. Is everyone just has like a pit of gems, and they have to give it them gems. Just fuck your gems, man. Fuck your stinking ass gems. Gems aren't even worth what they're worth anymore. Just go with your fucking gems. Sticky poo Indians. Sticky poo Indians. Take him. Saw. Oh god. Up we go. Saw. Why do they always see Saw? Okay. can't do it. Come on. This thing is a fucking bastard, isn't it? My God. They do it. Who's that? Got a real gun under it. Oh my God. I need to waste my sex again. Oh God. Come on, Mr. X. The music's mental. That's why I think this game's sticky, but probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. What was that? Ah!
Heal. Yeah, continue.
Every day I like to make sure that I'm moving my body intentionally, just like I said, maybe stretching, or I like to go for walks. I have a dog, so I take her for walks all the time. It's just, I don't know, it's just...
Again, taking dog for a walk,
What's wrong with
tick, automatically you gain 10 feminine points.
Yeah, what is your problem? Why do you hate being feminine so
I feel like
much?
I'm losing brain cells.
Yeah, because
You're
you're fucking man. Why do you want to be a man?
Just validate, like, your
Why do you want to be a...
entire
Oh my
well-being.
god.
This kind of thing... That's bad. I realised as I said that was kind of up. It sounds worse when you verbalize. Do you get what I'm saying though? It's like we're fighting to get away from this, you know, and you're just being like, yes, you know, in order to be feminine and dating girl, you've got to like. I'm not okay. I've already dug myself a hole. I'm gonna take a step back and let it continue.
I love to romanticize my life. And one way that I really love to stay in my feminine energy, I feel like my dog is just such a girl. And like she's a girl dog, so I just feel like the way we bond and when we go for walks.
Okay, well, Mars, can I ask you a question?
Why is her name Mars? Can we just stop talking about like why black people just have dumb names? Because it's just it's a humiliation ritual or some sort of that. Why is she called Mars? She's not chocolate bar, is she? She's not planet. Jack, Mars, let me. She is black as well. This makes it even funnier. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Oh, you little pissant. Oh, you idiot. What? The music is a badass, dude. Come on. What an idiot. Nice. Wait. Did he actually just die after just that massive soliloquy? He was like, I failed everyone. Well done, bandit. Oh. I killed Mr. X. just can't get over how fucking large this game is. Is this game just still not gonna? Oh, I love porn. Doo, doo. It's so mad because, yeah, there's a video that shows GTA 3 coming out in 2001. And you know how I remembered it 2001, what came out in 2001? Because I remember 9/11 happened. I remember I drew like a chalk picture, like really detailed, of like the Twin Towers. And I remember being in that scout hut, and I remember like getting my friend just randomly came around. He was like, "Look what game I've got." So I was like, "Can I borrow it?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." It was so fucking good. I just remember playing GTA 3 for the first time, which is amazing. I think every single kid had the same vivid memory where you bought a sniper rifle, you just go on top of a building and you just would sit there and you just shoot everyone in the building and you just like try to get the highest police rating, just see what they could do. And you just do that and you just, I don't know, for like the first, when you first did that, on the first time you played any games that were like that, it's not like today where everything's a bit like that, even though it's not. But when you grew up with like Sonic the Hedgehog games, and then you've moved on to this, it was just playing. It was just like crazy. Just you being able to like walk around anywhere, drive around anywhere. Even though it didn't have planes, it didn't need to because it was still just like you were pretty enamored with the. Um, I think did you have helicopters in the free? I can't remember actually. I know you definitely got a tank, and you definitely got this weird dodo plane thing, which you could make fly if you knew how it worked. And I remember I went around my friend. I had a friend called Ryan, and I was so young again when I was around his house. It must have been again around that time. So I was like, what? When it came 2001, so I was 10, 11, or 10 or 11 or 12, and I was around his house. And he was like, we rented. It was so cool. We rented like Resident Evil 1 on the movies. And then we played Vice City. And we were just like, I was obsessed with like the fact that you could just like use cheats. And just like how different it was. I think that was the first time I played Vice City. Because I played GTA 3, but then he'd show me the Vice City, and I was like, it was like because you have war and stuff, and I was like, you still couldn't. And that was the thing, because I think even then I was like, we kept trying to get into like this island in the middle because we were just sure that that was the place which was gonna have like all the really cool shit in it. So we went there, but it was just, I think it was just too hard to get in. Because I think they do have like an army barracks. It was wherever there's an army barracks. I think the army barracks is like in the middle of the island. Let me have a look. Is it Prawn Island? funny because people, you can actually, like, the game is so small by today's standards, you can actually load it without the fog, and you can actually just see how small the game works. Like, if you saw that on, it is just amazing, isn't it? They made a whole game out of that, because it generally, that would be, like, one island in today. But they managed to fit so much into that island just to make it look so, like, full and vibrant. But I just remember we were, like, playing it, and I don't know, was it like we found out there was a tank somewhere and we were just trying to get it. And I just remember, like, finding a helicopter, and we were just, like, so amazed by, oh my god, you can fly a helicopter. And we were, like, flying it over, like, the places we had unlocked, play, and then you got, like, 4 stars. We're like, oh my god. And then I just remember going as well and, like, playing it. I was around my friend Alex's house because he was, like, another friend I had. He was better at this point. He was actually the guy who gave it to me in Scouts and GTA 3. Let me borrow it. And it was funny because I think, like, all of them had the game and then none of them ever completed it. They just, like, always had it. Everyone always had the game and they just always, I don't know, I guess they just played it. They just turned on the game and just fucked around with it. But I seem to be the only person who was, like, ever wanting to play the missions. And I remember, like, we were, like, obsessed with the fact that you could, like, go into a shop. I mean, it was technically a shop. There was like 1 or 2. It wasn't on many, but it was cool enough. They had, like, a couple of shops that you could go into, and you could actually, like, it just felt really cool because it was like you could just walk into. It wasn't like it had a door. It was just like an open plan, like, building, but you could, like, walk in there, and then it was like, I think it was just, like, meant to be like a tool shop, like a convenience shop. But we went in there, and I think you could get, like, the chainsaw. And we were just, like, we were chainsawing everyone, and we just found it, like, just how fucking disturbing it was. You could just go and just you chainsaw them, and then you just plunge the chainsaw into it, just goes, and we were just like, oh my god, and you just get, like, the samurai sword and just go whoosh, like, oh my god.
Mars, can I ask a question?
Mars.
Now, guys, I might be freaking out a little bit because, oh no, my dog is a girl. Never mind. But what if you don't have a girl? I have 3 boy cats. Is that gonna
Why'd you have 3 boy cats? What's weird?
make me lose feminine energy points? Like, maybe I should replace that. I'll replace.
Yeah, this is the thing. I mean, everyone here, they're just admitting is they just don't want to bend their knee. They don't want to do anything like a straight white man like me want. Basically, the rule is any other race can do anything they like and get anything they want, but me, I'm not allowed. For some just weird reason, I'm not allowed to have anything because there's, like, a white privilege that I don't have, which I do have. Where everyone's obsessed that I think the only, like, white privilege I have is potentially, like, I probably just have a better chance of fucking white women just because I am a white man. That's probably, like, the only, like, that probably is just what the white advantage is in this day and age. It isn't jobs. Definitely it's not jobs. It's not money. Like, definitely not. I would feel like every, like, incentives out there to try and, like, not have, like, people like me have money. It's not opportunities of being famous. No, I mean, again, there's a huge and massive agenda out there. It's not like being renowned or known or liked. Absolutely not. Like, even like my female counterpart doesn't want me alive. What does that say about you? It's probably not many black women who don't want black people to be alive, or many Asians who don't want it. It's just white people for some reason. You know, we just clearly deserve it more. And this is sick. I just love, like, looking at this plane, and just when it does use any of its weaponry, I love, like, the little. I imagine how, like, difficult that would be to, like, program that. But I love it. Like, it's just obviously got some kind of internal system where all the rockets are being held. But it's much safer that way, isn't it? Because you think about how good it is, but you just got to think how reliable have you got to be to make sure that those doors fucking can even shut all the time. Those things come out, they work exactly when you need to. But my lord, if it actually works as well as that, it does look damn good. Especially when you use like the belly one and just they all come out. And then the little VA, you got a little pistol there. Look. So when you do all A, like even the bottom bird and stuff as well. Time to die, Mr. X. Time to die, Mr. X. Time to die, Mr. X. How many rockets are there? There's like 10. I thought it was only 8. Time to die, Mr. X. CK, look at these fantastic machines. Who do you think built these? It wasn't Indian people. It definitely as hell wasn't like black people. They know that. They know like how it's insignificant. That's why they call us low IQ, because they know that's what they are. When am I going to use it? As soon as these rockets fucking fly off. Never mind.
It's fine. I'll get new ones.
I'll get new ones.
Guys, check my Vinted. All right, I'm gonna. Sorry if it's taking a while to chat. I'm alright. Yeah, it's like it's good.
Right.
I'm gonna put my cats up there.
Gotta put my cats up there.
I can't let the men cats infringe on my feminine energy. Like, I can't do that. I put you first, which is the most feminine energy thing to do. These are things that women should be taught in school, but they're not. So that's why I exist. Number one, your looks do matter. Sorry, a woman, baby girl, Savannah, mate. Are they gonna pick you? Yeah. Are they gonna pick you? Looks do matter. I mean, you know, if we actually get into the philosophy of looks and attractiveness and whether it actually makes your life improve, yeah, I think we can all agree that pretty privilege is definitely a thing, but it should be something that you're striving for. There's a lot more to life than being pretty or being ugly. I think if you cage yourself within the boundaries of your appearance, you're kind of just playing into this victim mentality, like, oh, well, I'm fat, so what's the point? Which is obviously ridiculous. There's so many fat people that actually don't really well. You know, there are no, like, people, just like how some people are so much as women that they think are attractive. It really matters if you're one of those people who wants to be picked by a misogynistic man.
No one's going to listen to Cave. She's unattractive. That is the reality. It's partly as well. Like, I just think nothing she's saying is anything of any value. This is all just filler. This is all just sort of the slop that just women will listen to, just like after work, after they just have been denying like white men chances to work at a big Fortune 500 company. They're like, oh, I better tune into Katie and just be validated of all the bad shit I ever do is all men's fault. I told 15 white men to go suck a big dick.
To most people who aren't shallow, looks don't matter. Actually, my clampedness. So I hope you've got some more tips, because that one sucks, Savannah. I'm not gonna lie. Your name's Savannah Faithstone, but I don't have much faith in you.
Ooh, I mean, it's just I mean, my best friend's Katie, and she's just such a. People told me she's too much. I think she's right. Like, how can I get by like on something like that? Like, if someone's just gonna like just come back and things like that, I'm like, oh damn. She'll be like, input username, more like input brain in here, in head. It's such a fucking idiot. I wish I was I wish I was an Anglo man, not an Anglo woman, because although I'm still smarter than black people, which is why I like to rule over blacks. I'm not smarter than the white men, but I'll just hate them. Because intelligence isn't a real thing. We'll just talk about it as being like an unverified thing. You just aren't allowed to like ever have measured. It's hilarious because they're all talking about they're basically talking about the gold and how silver and gold are going really valuable. And I was only joking, but I just literally just because people would say there's no risk in it. It's just so good. I can't see how this bubble will burst. So I just made like I was just thinking of the most like pessimistic joke I could think about. I was like, yeah, but what would happen if they've made if someone invents a philosopher's stone? It was like just laughing, thinking, oh, that's ridiculous. But I think if we're actually looking at like what elements are, I know I'm saying it easier than I can, but effectively, to turn elements from one element to another, you just need to change the amount of neutrons and protons. No, I know that sounds harder than it does, but I'm just saying, if you know how to do that in some method, then you can do it. That is what Philosopher's Stone will allow you to do. I'm not saying like doing that is easy. I'm not saying that being able to remove protons and neutrons from a nucleus is easy. It's fucking probably damn well not. I think they have like weak and strong nuclear forces, which are like designs just your the four fundamental forces you have: gravity, electromagnetism, and then weak and strong nuclear envelope energy. That's what you, yeah, it's like those are literally just designed to, well, weak ones are designed to stop,
She took a data chip.
like atoms from like, yeah, just like splitting apart.
Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster.
What's going on?
She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip.
But,
Later, I found out that the girl.
oh yeah, so anyway, someone just said that they've managed to find, like, by using some sort of subatomic particle or something like that.
Legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about it.
So what happens if they invent a philosopher's stone? Look what's happened. So when they tried to make the Big Bang, scientists accidentally turned lead into a very small amount of gold.
Pitting nations against other nations is a particular fate.
So that's the problem. So now if they've got a philosopher's stone, you can make gold. Because effectively that would be not... So they did lead into gold because lead's heavier. So that's the thing you got to remember. So you could do that. Well, if whatever they've done. But I'm just saying, like, they can make diamonds. And it's just, you know what I mean? It's like gold is only valuable because of its scarcity. But that doesn't necessarily, well, obviously it does have its value in that. But it is just a metal, if you know what I'm trying to say. So, like, what am I trying to think about? I wonder if there could be a world where, you know, you could have a reality, where, sorry, tin is really valuable. So gold is actually really abundant. But then it's like tin or silver that's actually the one. So you just have a life where you wouldn't look at it like that. You wouldn't be like, silver means second and gold means first. It'd just be the other way around. You'd just be like, oh no, silver's the top one. Gold is the bottom one. It's just because we, throughout history, have had a scarcity. I don't know if it's just because gold is soft or there's just something about it. It makes it harder to get. But I think I just know it is a very soft metal, and I don't know if that probably doesn't help it because maybe it being a thicker. Let's have a look. Let's actually see if there's actually a good answer to it. Why is gold so rare?
And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess.
Extreme cosmic events such as supernova and neutron star explosions. And most of the Earth's gold sank to the core. Only 4 parts per billion. Wow, that is so interesting.
They too were paying the price.
I did not know that. But yeah, so basically this makes sense. So it's like they've basically used like a proton accelerator or like a hadron collider, and it's made like little specks of gold. And that's literally what it's saying. It's a high energy event, it's like neutron star explosion, super. So if you can emulate that, then you can do it. But I always said that. Do you want to know like my thing? And everyone was like, no, input, you're crazy. I think the Philosopher's Stone did exist at one point. I know people are going to tell me I'm insane. But I think like aliens have been on this planet before. And you're going to say shut up. But anyway, I think like aliens probably do visit, and I just think they've got like a moral conduct that they just don't fuck with people. They don't fuck with the planets they know like us, but we're not like there yet. I wouldn't be surprised that thing that flew past us in like December actually was a fucking like some kind of like scout probe or something. Like that. It just scanned us and said no, we just can't do it. If you're sophisticated enough to have a spaceship, right, that can fly like that, they're probably not gonna like. You just know it's not a fair contest. You know what I mean? It's like when you watch Star Trek, and you know, like in Star Trek, when the people in the Enterprise, the mega smart people, have probably got like 300 IQs, and I think they would probably say that if they see like these like primitive tribes, they try not to fuck with them too much. They might just come down and ask them for help if they need to. Before all you know, that could have just literally been like what happened with the aliens, the Egyptians. Space. It could have just very well been just there was like some spaceship that was just flying around in like that time period. It just got into some like weird incident or something. Weird like it's some kind of like mechanical failure. So it just had to emergency land like on Earth. And it just realised that the people were just so primitive at that point. They would just probably think that we're gods. So they came down and they probably were just like they needed to just probably spend a little bit of time just to like rebuild the spaceship. But at least like the atmosphere was somewhat breathable. They could work with it. And in that meantime, like, all the people there were probably just like enamored, just worshipping as gods, just giving them all whatever, and they were probably just like, oh, okay, this is right. And then yeah, they probably just had technology on board that just allowed them to just show them how to do all this great. And they, yeah, and you probably just showed them like the very basics, like mathematics and stuff, because that seems to be like it probably is universal. You'll find that. You'll speak with aliens, you'll probably find they're all going to have a different version of Pythagoras' theorem. It will be the same thing, but it'll just be different. It won't be a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It'll be something else. Just be whatever. Um, what was my point? What was I even talking about? I mean, this game has just been absolutely phenomenal. I'm afraid I can't give it any more than an 8. I just feel like an 8 is just is what it is. There's nothing that's going to happen in this game that will make me give it anything high. It's just in terms of the. But I've explained my methods why. It's just like as I've done, I've basically talked through the story. I have no. I don't care about the story at all. It's just it's in that like league of Japanese where it's too crazy for me to care. I'm trying to think of other games where it's like that. It's like they're trying their best to just make a serious story, but it's too arcadey. And I've got no qualm with that because the game is absolutely brilliant in what it needs to do with an arcade game, and that's to be really good at playing. Oh, sick! We're finding Arsenal good. Nice. This is gonna be fun, right? What do you say, guys? I could technically get this. Oh, so there's only like 2 mega planes. So it's just this one. That won't be easy to do, would it? High speed. Hmm. That's like really good. It's gotta go so far for this. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
So don't say that you want a rich man if you don't take care of yourself. By the way, this is such a double standard because women can be talking about men not making enough money all day, but the second a man calls a woman unattractive, it's like feminists are gonna attack you. Number two, cooking is the best. Oh, we got it. I knew how.
Look at her face. She's like, she knows that she's right. Oh, this is dope. I do have someone watching me. Whoever's watching me, you're my true one, by the way. Whoever you are. Don't need to reveal yourself, but I appreciate that. I feel your ease at. Ease at! Interesting. Shit, yeah, I gotta do this shit, don't I? That looks hilariously awesome.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
Hey, eat this. Uh-oh. I watch porn. What are you doing? Sorry, I
How long it
don't know
would
what I was
take
doing
using,
there.
people who rightfully are upset by something. Oh, feminism. Blah, 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 blah. I hope we get to a point where feminism isn't. Feminists who want equal rights. Oh, damn it! Oh. So why did he?
You have equal rights, Kate, but it doesn't work. You don't need equal rights. It's just stupid. You just don't need them. You can have rights over man, but we can have rights over you, right?
Why are these types
It's
of women
alright. Why?
so, dead set on the fact that they think the world revolves around them? Like, babes, I promise you, my feminism isn't trying to make you either not be a stay-at-home wife or whatever it is that you're advocating for. I promise you, I don't care.
No, this is the thing, okay? Women are realizing they want that. They don't want to go to work and just fucking, be like a slob that's like a slave to fucking the corporations. You're different. You have, the best world because you've been able to, have a dream job. A lot of women don't get this. They just have to, have a horrible job, and they realise it's a scam. They realise they'd rather just like get married and just have a husband who just looks after them. But it's people like UK who just keep pushing that. You're like, no, no, no. Women don't really want that. They just want to stay like they want to be like me and have loads of toys in their room. Like they don't want to have toys in their room. Okay, they want their kids to have toys in their room. Shit. How's it still alive? Why? Ah, gay. Okay. What, did I destroy that? What time was supposed to win? I can't believe it. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, man.
You know, most people's feminism is to free, you know, women from oppression in some of like the worst countries where like they can't even show their faces.
Probably Katie's
show
like
us
most of her
eye,
fans.
or they can't do hobbies, or they're murdered by their family members for stepping out of the kind of realms of what.
Yeah, this is what I mean. So she doesn't want to like stop the oppressive religions that do that. She just wants to stop like the people in her country or like Western people doing it. She's not going to talk about like how bad it is in Islam because she knows if she does that she'll get stoned. She's not going to talk about that. She just accepts it. So she's like aware that yeah, there's like countries where you're not allowed to like fucking wear anything to the burqa, and she's just like, oh, I don't care. Not my problem. If they want to do that, that's just up to them. It's just like it's just so stupid.
Acceptable.
Oh dear.
You know, that's what feminism means to me. Feminism is, you know, battling female genital mutilation.
What about male genital? What about all the circumcisions? Why didn't you talk about that? Why didn't you talk about that, gay? So you don't care. You're a misandrist. What about all the men that are getting killed for being men? What about the white replacement theory? What about all that, gay? What's all that? There's loads of black men out there. There's loads of Indians and Muslim women. There's not very many white men. What about them, Katie?
Life don't want them to do. But yeah, let's just throw that out. I'm genuinely so sick and tired of people thinking that the only people that's going to pick you, babes, is the red-pilled men. You can have them. I promise you can have them. Like, we don't want them over here. Get over yourself. I know this is a horrible scenario, so I'm not going to use her as
Yeah, she wants the low soy boys.
This type of woman getting into a horrific accident where their face is mangled, right? And they no longer have the looks that they perceive to be so important. What? This is the type of person that would be like, if I was ugly, I'd kill myself. Like, looks can only get you so far. And knowing how to cook is the bar. Like, the bar is on the ground for women. If you know how to cook, you're already ahead of so many women in Gen Z. Guys, you just read the recipe. If you know how to read, you should know how to cook. I don't really care if you have a husband or not. Like, just cooking a healthy meal for yourself. Which actually isn't true. I mean, I could technically read, right?
Oh, hang on, this is gonna be great. 'Cause we're just about to find out if Katie can cook or not. I feel like the fact that she's already like not agreeing with this is probably gonna make me think she can't. Just because like she's probably gonna come up with some shit about how like she's dyslexic, so actually she finds reading really hard or some just bullshit like that. Some cope. It's just fucking bullshit. Actually, I don't need to learn how to cook because I just buy Deliveroo all the time. So, okay, great. No, the people who can't afford that. There are people who can't afford that. There are people who can't afford that. Oh my goodness. No. Oh, Jesus, what?
10 seconds to impact. 5, 3, 2, 1. Impact. Unknown. Proceed with caution. Missile launch from the arsenal bird. Shit, airburst type.
Damn.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
Shit. I should have done that.
Helios launched from the arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Impact now. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound.
You're in their sights, Strider 1.
30 seconds remaining. The monster bird is our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
Let's get him.
I need to get away. Thinking. Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack of the arsenal bird. Incoming.
Nice.
Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire.
Look at this. Shh. Boo. How did he not know that was going to happen?
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target. Longcaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope. Here they come. Strider 1 crashed.
But why input? Why would you do this such a thing? Let's get my ammo back. It's a little trick I learned in CIA.
Longcaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope. Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the arsenal bird.
Lasers.
Ooh! Don't worry, you got it. Where is the Arsenal bird? I don't know where it is. I'm guessing it's the okay. I watch porn. Where'd it go? Shit. I did it. Time to die, Nato. I was born on Christmas. No! Luckily there was a checkpoint there. It's bullshit. I destroyed more than that. How's it flying? Well, let's see.
Everyone calm down. You want to get yourself killed? George, tabloid, get back here. I can't leave my phone to die. Fine, fine. Here, but be quick about it.
Is everything okay? The drones are acting odd.
Run, run. Careful. But the kid tabloid went after a safe. That distance where they've gone with it.
Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe?
They were saved. They were saved. Both of them.
There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it. One docking module destroyed.
Great work.
Strider 1, I knew you could do it. Move out and destroy the rest. Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them. Don't let yourself be distracted. Just focus on what you need to do. I have a solid lock.
That thing is too huge.
Don't let its sheer size freak you out. It can't.
I don't know where it is. Oh no.
We got these things, no problem.
Docking module destroyed. 1 left. Nicely done. This will be a good story to tell my son. All targets have been destroyed.
It's still dead.
You should be able to see the antenna where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty Arsenal bird is sure to feel it. Leave it to Trigger.
Where?
Leave the big fish to Trigger. Take down the UAVs. Enemy on your back.
Lick my giant gum.
Antenna base you looking for destroyed. Forecaster. Good God. The Arsenal bird is on fire. Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly. Forecaster.
See you in hell, sugar boys.
That's the last of the rogues. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
I did it. Fuck. Still not over, man. Yeah, see?
Wait there, princess. We'll get you down. Don't worry about me.
Oh my god.
Take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down. What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Oh my god.
The drones we saw at that factory? I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground. No, wait!
Enemy on my 6. Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something.
Strider 2, missile inbound. Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that.
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now. Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright? Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though. There's an ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got. Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
What? Yeah, yeah, just land the plane.
The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. 3,000 meters to carrier. You're too fast. Lower your speed. Raise your nose. 1,500 meters to carrier. Bank right. Landing, you're gonna crash. Trigger, can you hear me?
No, 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 I didn't want to skip it.
Looks like our luck has turned.
Oh no, I didn't mean to push that. I was skipping the animation. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Fuck this game.
Technically read how to build a Tesla from scratch. According to this guy, if you can read it, you can do it. Okay. Well, I can read how to masturbate my own penis, but I don't have a penis, so I can't.
What? Where does that come from? This is what I mean. I think she secretly just wants to be a man. She does. All women just want to be men. She's angry she can't be a man, and that's fine. It's just what she's got to deal with. Not my problems, Sonny girl.
My own penis. You get what I'm saying? You can read how to do anything. It doesn't mean that you necessarily know how to do it. Cooking is a skill.
No, but okay, you can learn to masturbate a penis, but you wouldn't want to do that because it's not your penis. And that's actually the weird thing you did. You kind of made it about you again. So you probably don't want to like masturbate your like boyfriend's penis because you don't get an orgasm from that. You just want to do stuff where only you get orgasms as well. So you probably want to give head to your boyfriend for the same reason. Because like, what are you getting out of it? Nothing.
And to act like, women just have it, like, instilled in them to cook is obviously not true. Like, I don't know, really. I can follow instructions and make a mediocre meal, but,
That's what I mean. She can't cook. That just means she can't cook. She can't cook. When she means that, she just means she can make like she could probably just like make pasta and she probably doesn't even like she just makes dolmio. She probably doesn't even make her sauce. She just does. She doesn't know anything about like sort of just what goes together spice. She probably has no spices. She doesn't have a spice rack. She doesn't know what that is. She doesn't ever have like onions and garlic. Doesn't know what that is. Doesn't use like salt ever. Only uses salt at the end because she's been like so scared about how bad salt is. She's like, oh no, you can't have any salt at all. Even though you can have 6 grams of salt a day, and actually a lot of people are so scared of the old boogeyman salt and sugar that actually a lot of people are giving. Not everyone, but I know I don't eat as much sugar as I should. I know my karma's a bit of a, but I don't really like sugar that much. I don't know. When do I eat sugar? I don't know, I just don't eat sugar that much. I sometimes gorge on sweets. But in general, like in my day to day, I don't. It's just like every now and then I'll just binge on it. But in my day to day, I don't. Maybe when I eat pancakes. It might be sugar and beans, I guess, and bread. It's not like directly sugar, but you're meant to eat a certain amount. That's what I mean. Kay will just cook really shitty food, and her excuse will just be because she's rich. She can just get take a DoorDash, which again, it's just not. It's not something like men care about. We're not impressed that women have just been able to like get through. Like, 'cause we just know that you haven't really got the job on merit. We know you're not actually like you haven't worked as hard. There's some women I would professionally probably might consider get marrying, for example. To give you context, maybe like a sports star. So maybe if there was like a professional woman who was like a tennis player, I'd probably be alright with that. I just think like she's really disciplined and very fit, and I'd have no problem with that. I just don't find like a celebrity like Katie's like someone like I would consider like fair. That she probably gets paid the same amount as like a professional tennis player, but does she deserve it? Hell no. What was she doing? It's just exactly. She doesn't have like. I guess like you could argue I don't, but there's been many times I go on my own little diatribes and just talk about shit. I don't always have to, but like people like her don't. She's not creating anything original. She's just responding off shit. She's just one of these slop troopers, like fucking Nicholas Dioro. He's not ever like just doing an episode. He's like, you know what, guys? I'm not gonna actually react to anything today. It's just gonna be me off the wall for like 4 hours. He doesn't do that because he knows he can't do it. He needs to because he hasn't got anything interesting happening in his life. Or even if he does, he doesn't know how to talk about it. He gets better. He gets his kicks pretending he's the moral arbiter and everything he does in his life is uncringe. And he never has any cringe moments in his life because he's Nicholas Dioro. But he's going to laugh at everyone else because they're all idiots and they're all losers, especially people who are married with kids. They're the biggest losers because he's fallen for the Duracell. It's just make money. You're going to need a bigger wallet. Whoa, I'm going to lick my balls. Oh my god, I got loads of cash for that. Well, yeah, I think I'll probably end it there, but I'll keep playing it for Key's video because I would try to get to the end of this one, which I don't think I'll be able to, but I will try.
You know, being able to warm up some beans is not the same as being able to cook like Gordon Ramsay, you know? It's a skill. And it's not a skill that I don't think should be downplayed, but I don't really care. Like, oh yeah, cooking and, you know, obviously the very important things being a woman is cooking, you know? Which is funny because, like, in my...
So she's, again, it's like a little woman brain. She doesn't understand. Women are meant to be good at cooking because what it shows in a man is that you're going to be someone who can be like trusted to raise children. What do I mean by that? It means that while I go out and I'm working, I can trust that you're not just going to be some fuckwit who's just going to like with my child doesn't know what to do and doesn't know how to cook pasta or doesn't know how to fucking make my children any food. That's what it shows me, Katie. It shows me that I know it's an easy task. And that's not a problem because some things in life are easy to do, but you can be really good at them even if they're easy. That's not a problem. It just shows your integrity. It shows your character. It shows, are you even someone who's willing to do something like that? Are you such a megalomaniac that you will not? You're like the Indians. You just refuse to pick any litter up off the floor. Like if I'm going to be like, if your kids are going to be around, or like our kids are going to be around, and they've got like playing with bricks and stuff. Are you going to be the sort of person who's just going to yell at them because for some reason you don't understand they're kids, or you're just going to get off your fucking ass and just pick up the toys because that's what you do because they're children. That's what I did because they're children. And it's just like. you just get over it. But I love my kids. I don't mind. It's like, well, I want them to just have fun. But for some reason, women don't want that. They just live this horrible. They're very, very fucked people, women.
Like, in my personal life, I know so many men who are the cucks in their relationship. And to me, that's normal. But I guess to some people, that's...
To me, it's normal. It's just this thing again. It's like little P brain K. So anything that happens in her life is just what she expects everything to be. So it's normal in her life. So it's like, oh, if I hang around loads of people who commit crime, and I'm in a crime family, and like I'm used to seeing my dad just sort of steal stuff and break into cars, is it fair for me to say that that's normal? No, Emperor, but that's completely different. Well, that's not. It's just this. It shows how lack of life experience. It's just. This is just why I know, like, I can't. I just, in good conscience, couldn't have a debate with her because I just feel like it's. Well, in fact, unfortunately, I will infantilize her, but I do that a lot of loads of people anyway. It's just, you're not on my level. I can't talk to you. I just feel like you can't. You haven't. You know, like when Whitebeard meets Luffy, and he's in Paramount War, and he's just like, I'm not ready. You're not old enough to fight me yet. He just meant that. He just meant he could see that he had potential, but he knew he was too. He's too like wet behind the ears. He needed a bit of experience. Same Katie, I'm sure. Well, I don't know, because that's the problem. It's just the rules aren't the same. I age like a fine wine. I'm in my mid 30s, and I'm aware that if I was Katie's age and doing this, it wouldn't work. But this is the trade-off. She gets like the sweet part when she's like 18 to 20 into her 30s. I have a shit life, but then I can start to do stuff when I'm in my 30s. You see what I mean? This is the trade-off the women and men do. Men become like more like they're we've just become more wise and just more pronounced and just more like interesting and wise. Women probably do become more wise, but we just don't care because they're women. And that's just the sad reality that women need to swallow. So a lot of men will just not care about what you think. Do you think if Donald Trump, this is why women hate Donald Trump, because I just think, do you think Donald Trump gives a fuck if any woman's just going to sit there and just moan at them? Of course not. Just why is this fucking woman talking to me? I'm the most powerful man in the world. Why do I want to just listen to some bitch just talking to me about like some shit? Ma, 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 ma.
Cucks in their relationship. And to me, that's normal. But I guess to some people, that's weird and freaky.
That's really important. Number 3, cussing is not classy. It's not cute. Cut it out.
It isn't. It isn't. I'm sorry, it isn't. Like, I had my first girlfriend, right? We were like high school sweethearts. So I think I might have had like the very last bastard of just like a nice, sweet woman who was like that, because she was like really nice and dainty like that. Didn't burp and fart in front of me. Was very shy to use like swear. She was like scared of like gory and horror movies. That's the stuff we love. Seriously, that's the stuff us guys love. Because once we have someone like that, we want to protect them. We will just try and like protect them from stuff like that. But this is the problem. They just get when women are young and they get exposed to stuff at a young age, it just breaks them. Like trying to think of an example. It's just any time a woman gets traumatized, I think it just impacts their personality and chips at it slightly. The men learn from it, and every single like trauma a man gets to some extent, they grow from it. The women don't have that, but that's because it's not their job. Their job is to raise the children and be protected. So if they're out in the wild and they get like traumatized like Katie, they just end up like this.
Clean up your vocabulary. You will be.
This is what it looks like when you say yes to doing. To flying when it suits you. Bastard.
10 hours later.
All of that's going to be censored out, but I was worth it. You know.
So she just probably went on around there to say, and again, it's just fine. There's a type of guy that finds you attractive. It's going to be low T white guys, and I know you're going to think to me, why are they low T? Because they're letting you get away with this. The very fact of nature that they're letting you get away with this is they're low T. Okay, I know there's a tough pill to swallow, and you're probably going to say, Katie, sorry, input, you got low T. Listen to my voice. I have 2 male children. I don't have low T. I've got very high T. I'm sorry that might break your balls a bit, but if you sound like more Pegasus, you've got low T, because this is how it works. I've had my testosterone tested. It doesn't get much higher than me. That's why I think testosterone impacts your gender of the children. Because my dad also had 3 boys. It just feels very strange. So we got obviously high testosterone males, and we always produce males. It just seems like there might be a correlation behind that. Because there's probably like, what is the chance of that? Like, we have 5 offspring, and they're all boys. I guess the true test would be what my kids have when they have kids. But that will be not true for a while. But yeah, low T men, black and Indian guys, and Muslim guys. I always leave Muslim guys out and Mexicans only because like Mexicans I don't have any grief with them because I don't. There's like fuck all Mexicans in the UK. Seriously, there's like no Mexicans that live in the UK, so it's just always like a special minority for me. It's the same with like American black people. They're not like the same here. So that's a novelty. The only like exposure I get with them is online, and that is generally like an unpleasant experience. Most black people you get here, they're on better behaved. I'm sure maybe behind the scenes they're not, but I just feel like they're not as like cocky out and about. I might be wrong. I mean, in London it's not the same, but when I'm in, well, that's I love porn. Brittany Venny's like, I criticize women, state criticism of jokes. You're just jealous. I criticize men, state criticism of jokes. You hate men. You're an ankle biter. Very interesting. I just said, why not just disappear for a decade to see if anyone knows? too funny for me. No one else gets it. Because I'm not allowed to roast the celebrities. That's too far. Apparently, if you do that, you're not allowed to do that. What about this? Poor kids. This is one of the good ones. Oh yeah. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh.
People say this to me all the time. Katie, swearing's not ladylike. Suck a... Right? I actually couldn't... You know, farting is not ladylike, and I fart, yeah?
Oh, that's grim. I hate it so much. I just don't know what she wants. She wants black and Indian kids.
You know, with the door open, I do that. All of the...
Shit with the door open. It's disgusting. She's just absolutely disgusting. I don't want to touch her. Don't want to go near her.
These things, look, I don't care, okay? If you are bound by the kind of constraints of your own version of femininity, it's not good. It's not looking good.
Why? Why is it not good? Why am I not allowed to have my own opinions? Why is she allowed to? Especially like I'm a straight white man as well, because I should have like the most. Because if anything, I'm on equal pairing of Katie, which means I'm the apex. So like, if my opinions of anything are like just more valued than her. Like she's got like little pea brain. Like I've got big man brain.
Brother, okay? I can, you know, fart proudly, but...
That's what I mean. She's so annoyed because she knows that's me. I'm allowed to fart. If I want to burp and fart, I'm allowed to do that. But she's not allowed to do that. Yeah. Oh, only 2 hours. Also enjoyment, how very nice. So there's like this dude, like Earthworm Jim, and he's getting loads of shit because he's been drawing with AI. So I decided to send him like some of the most fucked shit I could ever do. If he watches it, it'll just ruin him. But most people won't. Can you hear the music there? Mm. Oh my god.
I can, fart in my videos, which I've done. And if someone says that that's not very feminine, it tells me everything I need to know about you.
It's like Professor Wigner again. Katie. No, that's Professor I love weird. Katie, you shall never ever listen to white man. If white man does not want you to fart, you fart as much as you like, my big queen. You fart, you do big stinky poo, I will always love you. White man is just disgusting freak and probably only loves pedophiles. What does that mean? I mean children, sorry, I didn't mean they love the pedophiles. But anyway, you can fart, be as masculine, swear, get loads of tattoos. Fuck the white man. Fuck black man and white Indian man instead.
Keep letting ripping ass, whatever you want to call it, doesn't take away my womanhood. And if your idea that women are dainty, delicate...
So her doing this, by the way, is the equivalent of when men open up. So you know when men open up to women, and then like the women get like the ick, and they like then cheat on them. This is why men will cheat on women, by the way. If like you have a girlfriend, she just starts farting and stuff in front of you, I'll just cheat on her. Just fuck her. She's not taking you seriously. She's not doing things you want to do. Fuck her. It doesn't matter if men cheat on women. Women cheat on you, that's a you problem. But don't let women. You don't matter if you cheat on women. That's her fault.
really perfect, women...
She should be trying to get our attention. There's like a cripple guy on YouTube, on X, who does stuff. I don't want to talk to him because I just think he's probably gonna like throw me down, mate, if I say anything too much.
Manliness. If that's your idea of a feminine, then fine. I literally could not give a. Swearing is just. I do say, people that swear are less likely to be intelligent. Again, I don't necessarily buy that. I like swearing. It's sometimes, if you say this is really annoying.
I don't understand.
Does it have the same vibe as this is really?
Yeah, but again, it's just men and women are the same. You've been lied to. This is the big psyops. You shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't even be watching you on a video. I should be like the 1960s where like I'm just watching Johnny Carson or something. Like it's all men smoking cigarettes and just that's it. And the women are just like sexy women who just go up and like give the teas and the cigarettes to like the guys. It shouldn't be this. I don't want to fucking watch Katie just bitching about like who wants this or why do I want to come home as a man and watch this? Why does it come from like the days of when I come home and a wife's there making me dinner? It's just like now I don't even get that. Why has that happened, Katie?
Annoying? No.
Why am I not allowed to get dinner? Why am I not to get dinner?
Is the bit that that's the bit that you're angry at. This is rather annoying. I am rather frustrated. I am rather very.
It's doing like a drunk like camera as well because it's like this is how drunk I'd have to be. It's like, yeah, it's fake. Oh, like this is like the sort of the POV of like the people she speaks to because she probably just hangs out with a bunch of like reprobates.
Irritated by this, of which very thus scenario. I say fancy words and I don't swear. I'm superior to Gen Z women that have potty mouth.
I say fancy words and I don't swear. So again, it's like which one is it? It's like, get your bag, queen. Do whatever. You're a pick me because you're just doing this so men that you find attractive are attracted to. Or I don't know. Again, it's like this thing I said where it's like she's got a problem with like intelligence when it's not applied to people she likes. If straight white men are intelligent, she hates it. But if an Indian man's intelligent, she'll really love it.
It's so like 15-year-old coded.
So much more respected by everyone.
That's interesting. 'Cause that's probably actually how I'm not even joking. Do you want to hear something funny? This might even be a good. Katie now, whatever age she is, 24, 3, 2, is probably how I was when I was 15. That her kind of mental state is what I remember when I was like a teenager. I just couldn't be controlled. And I think the frontal lobe thing is true, but I think it's actually with women. I think men do develop quicker. This is again a Jewish psyops. They know this. They know the men come men quicker. But they've just been like, just tell everyone that the women are actually the ones that develop their frontal lobe first. Fuck all white men and lick my massive Jewish dick. If Myron Gaines listens to this, try to get hard, but kiss my ass because you're a fucking retard as well. You giant. I don't know how to say that word. For some reason, there's this black guy who just keeps going to the Arctic, and I just say, Agent can kiss my giant taint. Because, like, why does he keep going there? Black people don't live in the cold. It's just not what they do. You go to black people's houses and fucking summer holidays, and they've got the heating on. You're like, what's happening? Like, oh, in Ghana. That's what I mean. Like, black people, this is why they want black people again in this country, because they know the energy companies can just make so much money from them. Because they'll just, I cannot live, but black people will be like, oh, the heating is so expensive. Let's try and wind the Chinese up a little bit.